Welcome to the Eric T Conversation. I'm Eric T. Well, I had a friend text me yesterday, and he texted me that call me ASAP. Like 2.5 hours later, I wound up calling him because I had something going on. He's like, dude, I told you to call me ASAP. I said, apparently, you don't know what ASAP means. He goes, what do you mean? I said, ASAP means as soon as possible. That's as soon as I possibly could call you. He's like, well, you know what it means. I said, no, ASAP means ASAP. Now, if you wanted me to call you immediately, you should have said 911 or stat, okay? But not ASAP. That's pretty standard across the board. It means as soon as possible. And that's as soon as I possibly could call you because I was working, doing some stuff. He's like, well, I don't need you now. I said, well, it obviously wasn't that important because if it was that important, you would have put 911. So next time, prioritize your priorities and let me know exactly what you need for me to call you back because putting ASAP, I could have called you 9 hours later. That's as soon as possible. Anyway, that's my observation of the day. So my conversation is a little bit of controversy that's going on right now in the social media sphere. Okay, there's been a lot of infighting amongst the MAGA Republicans and the billionaires that supported Trump about the H-1B visa debate. Okay, recently Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have both come out in support of increasing the amount of people we're giving the visas to and to fast track them into U.S. citizens. On the other side, people are pissed because we aren't putting focus on the current American citizens and getting them into the jobs these visas will essentially take. Okay, what the H-1B visas essentially do are bring in top talent of people like engineers, doctors, scientists, etc., into our country that contribute to a high level and skilled job. The argument is why don't we focus on the talent we already have here in the United States, in our country, before we start importing foreigners from other countries, potentially taking jobs away from current U.S. citizens. And I get it, right? That's what we voted on. Okay, even Trump has agreed that we needed to keep talent from highly skilled individuals that use our education system in the United States to graduate, become engineers, and to keep them here before they go to other countries, start businesses, hire people, and create wealth in other countries when they got their education right here in the United States. So even Trump agrees that we need to keep talented people in this country, right? The infighting amongst all these people is for highly educated individuals are stirring from already sensitive immigration problems that we have here in the United States. Okay, Trump and Elon vocally have stated that the policies we have right now for the current immigration is pretty messed up and it needs to be fixed. And this is just one reason that people are arguing about it, because we don't need any more individuals coming here unnecessarily. But the problem is we need people like that. We need highly educated people because the United States people here now are getting lazy. And they are. They're getting lazy. I don't know if you've dealt with a 25 to like 38-year-old individual, but they don't want to go to work. They want to work from home. Everybody wants to have a job they can sit in their pajamas and tap on a computer with. So the way the education system has gone and the way the discipline for people are working, because over the last 5 years, they've gotten used to staying at home, and that needs to end. People need to stop showing up to jobs. People now need to start getting education for jobs that we need. I mean, there's a lot of people, well, you don't need a college education. Yeah, if you're going to be a school teacher, maybe you don't need a college education to be an elementary school teacher. I believe that. I believe a high school education and maybe some certification can help you get a teaching job because you're teaching in elementary school. But if you're going to be an engineer or doctor or something like that, or scientist, yeah, college is kind of necessary in order to get those high skilled paying jobs. Okay, because remember, people complaining about all these people that are coming here, maybe getting high skilled jobs, but everybody forgets, like in the late 1940s, we had Werner von Braun from Germany. Remember all those scientists that we snuck out of Germany to come here to help develop our rocket program? That turned out pretty good, didn't it? Those guys enabled us to win the race for space and beat Russia. And we landed on the moon. Yeah, whatever. We landed on the moon. Okay. So those guys also became citizens in like 1955. There's another guy, you might have heard of him, called Albert Einstein. Okay, he was from Germany as well. Pretty smart dude, right? He came to America. He became a citizen in 1940. So it's not only dark-skinned people that are coming here and getting the job. There are people from all four corners of the globe that we need in this country. German, Russian, people from the Asian countries. We need all of these types of individuals because that's what makes America great, is a melting pot of smart and intellectual thinkers. Okay, why should we educate people in this country and send them back? Now, the visa program obviously needs to be revamped. It needs to be fixed because it needs to weed out some of the people that just come here and stay here and get an education, continue staying in this country and abusing the system. So it needs to be fixed. But we also need to get people here that want to stay here and that are highly educated, that will contribute to this country to get their visas and become citizens. And it has to be a pathway to citizenship. That's the deal. Because right now, our current younger generation, they're more concerned about woke policies and hiring certain diversities to get jobs than they are in getting high paid and skilled jobs and hiring the best person for the job. That's statistically proven, okay? We are failing as a country because people aren't really America first. They're not. They're just, whatever you can do for me. If you really want to better this country, and we voted on that to make it better, this is what it takes. It takes educating yourself. It takes getting these high-paying jobs. It takes being disciplined, showing up to the job, going to work, not complaining. Listen, everybody starts at the bottom, okay? This younger generation, I own another company, okay? And I've hired many people over the last 18 years, and they don't make enough money. They count your money. They always are disgruntled. They don't like showing up. They call in sick a lot. I never call in sick for work. Never. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that don't call in sick for work. Because if you show up for work, could you get paid? You don't show up for work, you don't get paid. That's how it should work. So we need highly disciplined people, highly educated people to take some of these jobs. And if Americans start doing that, then we don't need all these foreigners in here, do we? But if we do get foreigners, we need the best and the brightest in this country to make it happen. So I agree kind of on both sides of the argument that that's where we need to go. And hopefully we get there sooner than later, because we got like 20 days left and America is going to start changing for the better. Anyway, that's my conversation today. Like us, subscribe, please. Follow us on all the other social medias. And join me next time for a little chit chat, some observation, and some good old fashioned conversation. Thanks.